Welcome to this week's edition on Shem Golf Academy Lessons. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. This week, I want to talk about the backswing. It's probably the most important part of your swing, and people don't take it or don't think about it too much. If you get the first part of your swing right, chances are that the rest of the swing will work well. It is therefore important that you pay attention to how consistent your backswing is. It is the only part of the swing that you have probably full control of, because there is no rush to go back. You're not hitting the ball when you're going back. You're hitting the ball when you're going forward. That means we have a lot of control on our backswing. So it is paramount that we get it right. So, what do we need to do or to look at on our backswing to make it consistent? First, before even you get to your backswing, there is the other part of golf or your swing that you need to be right, and that's the setup. That's a whole nother discussion, another session. I'm not going to talk about your setup, I'm not going to talk about your grip, but those are things that as well you need to get right. For the backswing, I always teach it in 3 steps. And I encourage my students to take it in 3 steps. In slow motion, the first step is taking the club back. In golf teaching circles, you'll hear the term called one piece takeaway. And that's where everything is moving backwards in one piece. What you need to note on this part of your swing is that you keep the club low, and you also make sure the club is going down the target line but to the opposite side. You want to avoid bringing the club in too quickly or taking it out too far. Alright? So it needs to feel very natural that every part of your swing, your shoulders, your hands, your hips are slowly moving away. What do you need to look for in this stage? 1, the club is close to the ground. 2, you are going down the line. And 3, use your hands as a gauge. Make sure your hands pass your right foot if you are right-handed. If you're left-handed, of course, the opposite way. But take that club, no wrists, no nothing, just getting your shoulders to move flat, that way. Okay? The second part of your swing is what we call setting or hinging the wrists. Alright? And the key thing on this part is that you want your club to be parallel to the ground and as well in line with your feet. So 1, 2. Now I want my club parallel to the ground, in line with my feet, and the toe pointing up. Okay? So we don't want to open the club at this point. You'll end up with a very open club at the top, and probably end up with a very open club when you finish the swing. But make sure that toe is pointing straight up. It's parallel. And from this, the third step of your swing is just lifting your left hand up. Okay? So let's go slow motion through these steps. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So if we can get this, and the key thing is on this backswing, you don't need to be rush it. You're not hitting the ball when you're going back. So the slower you are with your backswing, the more control you have with the rest of your swing. Alright? So pay attention to this, and this is something you can even practice at home, in your yard, just going one, just put a club or something there. Make sure you're going back, down the line, hinge the club, lift it. Again, we don't want those hands going behind your body because now that affects your timing. But you just want, when you get one set, just lift your arms straight up. Okay? And it is very easy. Once you do this, the rest of your swing is really easy to come through. Alright? So the rest of the swing sequence is more likely to work the way you want if you get this part of your swing right. And it's very easy to practice. Sometimes you might even need to practice in front of a mirror, in your yard, watching TV. If you have a high ceiling, you don't need a ball to do this. But every day, if you wake up and do 20 of this in the morning, 20 in the evening at home, you will see, I guarantee you, you will see some positive results in your swing, in how you hit the ball, in your contact, and it will improve your scoring as well. Let me know what you think about this video. Make a comment below. If you haven't subscribed again, subscribe and follow us. Thank you. See you on the next episode.